Hello everyone, Kevin T. right here, film critic of themoviewizard.com and comic critic of thecomicbookguy.com and contributor to Examiner.com, which is now a paying gig for me, so yay to fight the economy, right? Okay, anyway, today is going to be a bit of a short video. I know I haven't made one in a while, and just to let you know, I will be branching out and not doing just eBay and PayPal videos. I've got some other projects going on right now because I don't want to be one of those guys who simply complains about eBay and doesn't do anything about it. Just for the record, I do sell on other places like iOffer, Amazon, Yahoo. Yeah, I still sell on the Yahoo, don't laugh. And eBid. I have a little bit of moderate success, but where with those sites combined, I make an average $200 to $300 a month. eBay, I make an average $1,000 to $2,000 a month. So eBay is still the big fish in the sea, at least until I make my own store, which, considering how random my merchandise can be, is a little difficult at times. Anyway, I do know that for a while, me and people like Crazy New York Driver and is Cameo Collection still on eBay? No, she's not. And the eBay Pirate have all endorsed, like, not only getting a credit card merchant account, but also getting ProPay. Now, of course, the problem with the credit card merchant account, whether it be, you know, through your bank or Chase or something, the problem is it does have a monthly fee of usually $30 a month, which a lot of people simply don't make enough money off eBay to justify paying for that. And I can't necessarily say I endorsed getting one when you are only making $50 to a couple $100 a month, because it cuts in pretty heavily to your profits. We have, however, recommended ProPay in the past because it's cheap, it's a pretty good alternative, it's much better than PayPal, so much safer. Well, for all my endorsing though, I think there was a little crack in the system that I kind of forgot to mention, probably because I was not aware of it. Now, I'm going to have to bring in a little personal drama for this story, but basically, to make a long story short, some guy bought an item from me, $3,000. He paid with it through PayPal. I know I normally say don't accept, you know, big payments like this through PayPal. I went back on my word this one time because I was, you know, in the middle of wedding plans for a family member, and so it was kind of like, you know, I just can't argue right now with an alternate payment method. The guy's already paid. Accept the money, withdraw it, do that little thing that I told you about in one of my other videos where you transfer the money from one bank account to another, send the item. And it literally was about $3,000. You know, 10% went to charity and all that jazz. So anyway, I mail it. A week later, the guy says, actually no, he doesn't say anything. He filed a complaint against PayPal that the item was not as described 1 week after he had gotten it. Now, my return policy is 14 days. You have 14 days to return an item, no questions asked, minus a 25% restocking fee, 35% if the item is brand new. And to be perfectly honest, folks, with the exception of the brand new items, if you're nice, I will usually waive the 25% fee. I won't refund the shipping and the insurance, but if you buy insurance and you're nice, I will normally waive the 25% fee. He did not contact me. He contacted PayPal first, and so now there's a dispute thing going on about that. Anyway, there is a dispute. My PayPal account is kind of on hold, and of course I can't alter my listings on my eBay account, which is no big deal. I have multiple eBay accounts. That one happens to be the one I've been using the most, so it's got the most feedback and the best features, but I have more than one eBay account. And of course, I was a power seller on this particular account, which is why the store is hooked up to that one, if no other reason. Well, the case has not been decided yet, although I did talk to PayPal. They will most likely rule in that guy's favor, but I'm going to abuse, so to speak, my return policy because it'll have been way more than 14 days by the time this thing is closed next month. However, that guy, despite not hearing the answer yet, decided to leave me a negative feedback, which, of course, I question whether that's ethical during a dispute, because well, PayPal might rule in my favor. Of course, he probably would have negged me anyway. I'm sure he gave me 1 star on all the DSRs. Now, my DSR is fairly good for the most part. I have 4.8 in most of them. The only one that always seems to kind of skirt and go up and down a point or two and always kind of miss that 4.5 is the shipping time, because I usually use priority mail shipping. Most people get it in a day or two, but of course people have very high expectations with shipping time and costs. It doesn't matter to them that if I sell like a Game Boy that the maximum I can charge for shipping is $15, which I charge. They think that's too much. Never mind that at $15 I'm still losing money on the shipping. Anyway, so this guy leaves me a negative feedback. I'm assuming he leaves 1 on the DSRs, and my shipping time goes from 4.5 to 4.4, and I lose my power seller status. Just like that. Now, granted, this is very annoying to some extent. It's also not quite as bad as people think, though, because, I mean, I'm losing a 5% discount on a $15 a month, charge. So, I mean, what am I saving? I'm saving pennies when I get down to it. I kind of gave up auctions a long time ago, with a few rare exceptions that I knew would probably benefit me more if I had a bidding war on them. But so anyway, so I lose my power seller status. I can't edit that particular eBay account anymore, so I gotta live with the new account, or one of my alternate accounts I should say, which is not a big deal. However, I have been accepting ProPay all this time, and what I did not realize when I came out and endorsed ProPay was that it essentially only benefits you really if you are a power seller at eBay. If you are not a power seller, ProPay does not cost you $5 a month. It costs you $35 a month, which is in that realm of prices people can't really afford. So I remember one time thinking that if eBay endorsed ProPay, something was wrong. I was suspicious. Then of course I tried it, and it's like, oh well, this is actually much nicer, and it's a $5 a month fee. Not a big deal. Well, folks, this is the downside to ProPay. If you are not a power seller, you cannot get their eBay discount. Not only that, you have to be a power seller and have your DSR 4.3 or above, which is silly, because if any of your DSRs go below 4.5, you lose the power seller status anyway. So I guess my advice is that if you're a power seller, then obviously ProPay is nice to have, but always have a merchant credit card account just in case. For those of you who are not power sellers and don't sell enough on eBay to have the merchant account, I wouldn't give up eBay just yet, because of course they do get the traffic, but I would recommend dabbling your feet on Amazon, iOffer, eBid, even Yahoo. Why not? I mean, if you're already out there. So I'm Kevin T-Rod. That's my little story, and yeah, whether or not PayPal rules the case in his favor or mine, he's not getting any of my money. Especially since he, for some reason, insists, and I mean absolutely insists, that I refund him, and then he sends the item back. Ironically, these kind of demands, despite being in violation of eBay and PayPal's policy, are not taken into account when there's a dispute filed. Go fig, huh? Anyway, this is Kevin T-Rod signing off. See you next time.